So there's been a rumor going around that Adidas is looking to re-sign Kanye back to the brand. Honestly, I'm not sure who started this rumor, but now it's starting to sound a lot more believable. CNN posted an article on February 10th with the title, Adidas says dropping Kanye West could cost it more than $1 billion in sales. In the article, it says, Adidas breakup with Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, is a pricey one. The company warned Thursday that it's expected to lose $1.3 billion in revenue because it's unable to sell the designer's Yeezy clothing and shoes. If the company cannot repurpose any of the remaining Ye clothing, Adidas said that it could cost the company $534 million in operating profit this year. The company said shortly after the partnership was dissolved that it would try to sell the clothing striped of the Yeezy name and branding. Adidas said selling the sneakers under its own branding would save the company about $300 million in royalty payments and marketing fees. To sum that up into simpler terms, Adidas cannot sell any of those products that have Yeezy branding on it at all. If you don't know what's going on between Kanye and Adidas, make sure to go back to some of my other videos where I break it down more in detail. But just to give you a brief explanation, Kanye and Adidas have been working together for a long time. I believe their partnership lasted about 9 years and they released some of the most iconic shoes of all time. As time went on, the Yeezy brand just kept growing and growing, especially with the release of the Yeezy slides, the Yeezy foam runners, and their biggest seller, the Yeezy 350. Adidas heavily relied on the Yeezy brand to make those sales. I don't remember the exact numbers off the top of my head, but a large majority of the online sales were coming from his brand. About 5 months ago, Kanye went on Instagram and was exposing everything that was going on with their partnership. He was saying that he has almost no control with what's going on in the Yeezy brand right now, whether it was the colorways, the names, what shoe they were dropping, almost none of it he could have an input on. So he went on a large rant and tried to regain control back. After about like 2 or 3 days of him ranting, Adidas and Kanye did come to some agreement. We did not hear what the agreement was or what changed, but whatever they did, it put a halt to the situation completely and everything was running as normal. But just a few weeks later, something sparked in Kanye again and he went ballistic. It got so bad to where he said some things that were anti-Semitic and people were not feeling that at all, including myself, and this caused a downward spiral for Kanye's entire life. He ended up getting dropped from every single brand he was partnered with, and the biggest one was Adidas. Him being dropped from Adidas kicked him out of his billionaire status and it removed his Yeezy brand from a home. And after all that, things took a turn for the worse for Adidas. When this situation happened and I heard that Kanye was being dropped from Adidas, I knew that it was going to be awful for Adidas because they have nobody else that could do those type of numbers. The biggest person that they have on Adidas right now is Bad Bunny, but they don't seem like they're pushing Bad Bunny shoes enough to where they can make that type of volume. They definitely been selling out, but the hype just isn't there. If you watch my video where I was talking about shoes releasing this year, in that list I did put that they're going to be dropping the Adidas 350 this year. Apparently it was supposed to drop in January, I think like January 27th, but so far we have heard nothing else about it at all. The plan was just to take that Yeezy branding off of the insole. Adidas legally owns that Yeezy 350 model, so they could release it whenever they want. I think they realized people really weren't going to try to buy it as much as people would if it has that Yeezy branding on it. And on top of that, they're already sitting on so much Yeezy product. Why would they want to keep producing it when they're already so deep in the hole? People online try to make it seem like Adidas is dropping Yeezy because they're standing on some moral high ground, but in reality they really don't give a fuck about anything that Kanye said. They really just want to make their money at the end of the day, and that's exactly why this rumor has come out that they're trying to re-sign him. So the play is, if Adidas could re-sign Kanye West back to the Adidas brand, then he's going to give them permission to sell off all of that Yeezy branding product. It's going to cost them some money to get him back on there, of course, but it is way less than you discarding $1.4 billion in inventory. From a business standpoint, this makes the most sense, and Adidas is kind of losing in the long run, but for Kanye, this is an amazing opportunity. Right now, we have no idea what is happening to the Yeezy brand. Kanye tried to take it to some other companies, and that didn't end up working out. He actually went to Skechers, and Skechers turned him down, and since then, we haven't heard anything about him trying to make moves to go to any other companies. This is the lifeline for the Yeezy branding, and it could benefit Kanye a lot, mainly because all the things that he was preaching about him not having control, him feeling like he was undervalued. Now the ball is in his court and he's able to operate however he wants to. So he could leverage that to put anything that he wants into that contract, and most likely Adidas is going to abide to it. I don't think there's any downside to him re-signing. He's going to get a guaranteed check. Adidas does take a much bigger risk because some of the things that Kanye said could have completely turned off everybody from him in buying anything with his name on it. A harsh reality is they could sign Kanye back, try releasing the Yeezy products again, and they don't make as much money as they expected they would. Right now, I feel like the sneaker game is missing something without Kanye and Yeezy being there. Nike has been completely dominating the market with them dropping shoes almost every single week, and Adidas not really dropping anything. So I guess we'll see how it plays out. So that's pretty much it for today's video, man. I appreciate you guys sticking around. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below if you think Kanye is going back to Adidas, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.